everyone. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. Ooh, man. 2026. All right, let me see. Trying to get things situated. See who's around on this first Sunday of 2026. All right, refresh. Waiting to see when I come. All right, and looking for, I am not seeing it. December solstice. The site I usually follow for just basic astrology, I see nothing. All right. So we'll get that out of the way and just have Diego here. Diego's saying a lot. I haven't read it yet. There it is. There it is. Like and share. I only have to share it once. Yep. All right. My computer's fan's already going at sounding like a helicopter. Man, oh man. All right, so while I'm waiting, let's see. Did I clear the cards? I did the pre-shuffle. I didn't really clear them. I got to be careful with the crystals that I put. I think I chipped this one. This is the one that went, well, maybe not. Yeah. See this little corner right here? I think I chipped it last week. I'm surprised it didn't break. It was already chipped, but this chip was there before they polished it. But this chip, I didn't see it on the floor, but who knows? You know, when crystal chips. See this? This is, get my neck wrinkles out of the way. But see, I have the sun shining. I think it's the pyramid that I have. Hi, Christy. Oh, you've been sick? Are you feeling better now? I've been good. I don't have anything to complain about. I put you on the list because I know you usually want to go on the list. I have nothing to complain about. Are you all better though? I've been hearing, even my neighbor, she took her boyfriend into urgent care 2 different times. Yeah, so he was quite sick. It was kind of all the same thing, but it just wasn't going away. Just not good. His was all upper respiratory, coughing and stuff, and he's got some stuff that is just kind of normal for him anyway, which adds to it, adds to the craziness of it. But yeah, you know, it's funny because I was thinking about this just before I came online. I wanted to show everybody this. My neighbor gave it to me, so let me see if I can get it in the sun, if that would make a difference. Nah, it doesn't really show. So it looks like it's turquoise, and then it looks like it's inlaid with it. It has kind of a citrine look, but then all of a sudden I thought, no, maybe it's serpentine. So I was looking up serpentine, and I still have to do a little looking up. But then when I was pulling up Diego's words, Diego Berman, that I read a lot of his stuff, the second paragraph in his reading for today, it says, as this serpentine current strengthens. And I'm like, is that bizarre? That is the universe. You know, when the universe is, you're thinking this, actually I was talking out loud to myself, but you're thinking it, saying it, and all of a sudden, seconds later, the same thing is popping up. It's like the other day. This was so bizarre. Okay, I'm watching TV. Phone rings, and it was this woman on the phone. He says her name, okay? And just as he's saying that name, my phone rings, and it's from a friend of mine with the same name. That is the universe speaking to you. Do you have that happen, Christy? Or is it just me? It happens quite a bit. That's why, for me, it feels like confirmation that I'm in the flow. I know, it's like, wow, it's right. It's like, but it feels like I'm in the flow when that happens, because I'm listening to the universe, I guess, is kind of what it feels like to me. But so Diego is talking about, because we're in just the beginning days of 2026, because we haven't switched over to the year of the fire horse yet. We're finishing up with the snake. Last year was the snake. So he says the pressure before the shed, the final intensity of the year of the snake. So he's saying that 2026 arrives with palpable thickness in the air, as if time itself has slowed to ask for deeper attention. Wow, that's intense. That's intense. All right, let me see. Now, so what we feel now is a compression. Oh, this totally makes sense. What we feel now is a compression phase, life narrowing our focus, so what is false, outdated, or performative can no longer be carried forward into the new cycle that is already forming beneath the surface, okay? And what I find interesting is last week's From the Desert Speaks card was clarity. Doesn't that sound like clarity? But it says, so as this serpentine current strengthens, many people notice heightened bodily awareness. The nervous system may feel more reactive, sleep patterns can become irregular, and there may be sensations of pressure in the head, jaw, throat, or solar plexus. These are classic snake signatures, ending coiling, where truth has been swallowed or where instinct has been overridden for too long. Fatigue can alternate with sudden bursts of clarity or adrenaline, as if the body is recalibrating its internal compass before a decisive release. It sounds intense. Okay. Well, I still have to pull the cards, and Miss Christie, it's a you and me, honey. So I've already done the pre-shuffle. I have cleared the cards as I bang on the table. Hi, Miss Carla. Happy New Year. How the heck are you? I haven't seen you in ages. I'm gonna quick do the recording. I would like a card. Absolutely, Miss Carla. I will add you to the list. It does sound intense. It does. I know we can handle it, but it does sound kind of intense. Okay, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna pull the cards. So, Desert Speaks, and again, this is for, I don't even think I said yet, January 5th through 11th. Yes, Christy, I already do have you on the list. I put you on right away. I'm all right. I know it has been a long time. It really has been. Okay, so the first angel card popped up already. But I know people get busy. Second angel card. I'm going to be going to Tucson again. Not this following week, but the week after that. So actually, that Thursday I won't be on because I'm leaving that Thursday morning. But because the friend of mine that was moving back, she arrived yesterday at their new house. It was a 5-day drive They left, well, 5.5. They left on Monday and got there on Saturday. All right, this card wanted to stay out. All right, so you guys hold the intention right along with me that these are the perfect cards. Trying to get these out of the way. That these are the perfect cards for the week. Again, January 5th through 11th of 2026. All right, Desert speaks. Ooh, look at this, take action. Look at this color blue, look at that. So interesting. I think, you know, what's really interesting with this card is because I was just talking about reading some of the fire horse energy that we're slowly moving into. We're not fully there yet, but we're finishing up the stuff from last year, the snake of last year, and the fire horse. Okay, fire horse is all about action. So there's something, we're getting ready to move. And that makes sense. Think about it. If you are finally shedding your skin, you know, maybe you've been carrying a big load and all of a sudden it's like, you know what, I'm setting it down. I am done with this. I'm setting it down. I'm going to keep on moving. That's what this feels like. We are absolutely moving into this, and this feels like it's going to be a week where we absolutely are moving into that. First angel card we have is acceptance. You know, and acceptance is an interesting term because it's an interesting word and an interesting feeling, because we think of, some people think acceptance is more about giving up, you know, and it's absolutely not anything to do with giving up. Acceptance is, you know what, I am going to allow the help, the assistance of the universe, of the divine, of the angels, of, you know, the support system that I have. I am going to allow myself to be in the flow. I am going to allow myself to listen to the universe, because I want to work in that symbiotic, have that symbiotic relationship where I am in the flow. Acceptance. Ooh, it's going to be an interesting week. Second angel card we have is energetic solution. I love this. Energetic solution is giving it, if there's something that you are just like banging your head up against the wall, give it to the angels. Give it to the energetic solution and just step aside. Step aside and let that acceptance, those two really do go well together, don't they? It's like step aside and allow yourself to just be in that creative flow so you can take action when you are led to take action. If you are feeling the intuitive hit to take action. But acceptance and energetic solution, boy, they play right into this. Third angel card we have is, hear the chimes. Hear the chimes. I've been hearing them because it's quite bright and sunny in here. But hearing the chimes is when you are truly listening to your inner voice, you're hearing the divine, you're hearing your angels, maybe you're getting messages from your loved ones. It feels like, you know, when you are saying something, or you're even if you're just thinking something and all of a sudden you hear chimes go off, or you hear that bird call, or you hear a song on the radio, those all are when you are in the flow. And then pay attention, because is that the time you want to take action? Is that what's going through your mind and you're getting the confirmation? So it's going to be an interesting week, everyone. Hang on to your socks. And I'd love to know what you are feeling about the cards. How are they speaking to you? All right, I got to write take action down. Take action. Yes. Awesome, awesome. Hi, Miss Prochetta. Hello, hello. It has been a long time. Let me know if you want to be on the list. Yes, you may. Hello, Miss Stephanie. Hello, Miss Stephanie. How is Miss Stephanie in this 2026? Yes, it's 2026. Party like it's 2026. Oh, how perfect. I love that. I love that. Isn't that just the perfect? All right. All right. Prachetta, I'm going to add, I know you almost always want a card, so I'm adding you to the list. Let me just take liberties. Okay. So I want to read a little bit more, but it is, what is her name? Alex. There it is. So she doesn't really talk specifically about today, but she's talking about January. She's saying, this is Alex Miles I follow sometimes. She says, January unlocks a destined gateway where the universe aligns deep structural changes that shape the trajectory of the entire year ahead. This month is full of extremely positive, yay, and highly charged aspects that support every brave choice made throughout this pivotal time. Your external reality shifts right before your eyes to mirror exactly what is held deep within the truth of the heart. Isn't that pretty cool? I think it is. I think it is. Yolanda, hi. I got you, Yolanda. All right, I'm going to start shuffling for Christy. Shuffling for Christy. It's such a beautiful day here, and I think it's going to be I think it's going to be like 70. But it's going to be sun all day. You know, yesterday I think it was 69, 70. And the sun would come out for like 30 seconds, and then it would cloud over. Sun, 30 seconds, cloud over. And you know, when the sun is out at 70 degrees, it feels pretty darn nice. When it's cloudy at 70 degrees, it doesn't feel as nice. I know, I'm such a weenie. All right, Christy. Oh, look at this. Talking about the sunshine. There we go. So Christy, yes, Miss Christy. This feels like, oh, so interesting. It's the two words I'm hearing are heart-centered. It feels like you are moving into, it feels like a higher level connection to the divine, to your soul, to your loved ones, to the angels. It feels like you have moved into more of a heart-centered connection, where it feels like, almost like, okay, so you know those images of the heart where it's the heart and then it goes out and out? It feels like that's what has happened with you over, what you've been working on and working through. It feels like your heart is expanding out, and that's what it feels like. And I think this little guy right here, I think he's representing the subtleties of it, because, this is one of those things where it's like, the more intuitive you get, sometimes I think the more subtle things get. And it's almost like, did you feel that feather on your arm? Or did you feel that hair? Just, it's so delicate, so light, but it's because you're moving into a higher, you're vibrating higher, you've been working on a lot of things. Feels like you've moved through a lot. And actually the shedding of the skin really makes total sense with this. So let me know, Miss Christie, how that resonates. Oh, looking for my other pen. It's like, well, where did it go? All right, shuffling for Miss Carla. Shuffling for Miss Carla. Yeah, my chimes are going off like crazy. Because it is really. It's pretty darn sunny right now. Pretty darn sunny. All right, Miss Carla, let's see. Oh, my little kitties. So it's a friend of mine has a cat that had been gone for 11 days. And the cat came back. And really nothing, nothing to speak of except hungry and tired. So, I don't know what they were up to, but I'm very grateful that they came back. So there's something that's going on now. The nurture, absolutely, absolutely. And it's interesting too because I have a journal sitting on the table. I have to update calendar stuff from the journal. And it's the journal that's got the 3 kittens on there. Now this is Mama and 2 of her babies. So Ms. Carla, I would say that this is about, you got to be taking care of yourself. I feel like it feels very throat chakra-ish. Throat chakra-ish. It feels like there's some nurturing that needs to go on around your throat chakra. And I what it feels like is you've been speaking up for yourself. You have been, what is the word? It's not holding your ground, because it doesn't feel like that. Okay, I'm going to use this as an analogy. You know, if you have a child, which I know you have kids, but if you have a child that is getting to be the age where they are being, like I really spoke out, I was not very nice to my dad. And I spoke my mind. And I think what it feels like is there's something, and I'm not sure if it's with the kids or with something else, but it feels like you're very much standing up for yourself, but it doesn't feel like that's quite it. It feels like you're holding your ground, you're speaking up, but sorry, it looked like 2 hawks just flying over. It's like, okay, pay attention. See, when that happens, you guys, pay attention. But it does feel like there's more of a, where you're speaking up and holding your own. And it may be with a child, it may be with somebody else, but you're very calm about it. And it's like you are moving into more of who you are. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense, Miss Carla. All right, Miss Stephanie. Miss Stephanie. Miss Christie says, thank you. Yes, I have done right much work this past year. The death of my sister, yes, my heart is opening back up. Okay, good, good, good. Yep. Yes, I get that. Thank you for sharing that, Miss Christie. Okay, so Stephanie, this I caught it. Stephanie, this is interesting. Yes, Miss Stephanie, abundance. This feels like it feels like the support that you have. I, so what it feels like, and maybe it's just this last year that you have realized this more so, but it feels like there's more support, and I feel it's both physical, so people around you, people you know, as well as Archangel Ariel must be coming in, as well as in the unseen world. So the angelic realm, loved ones, as well as the connection with the divine. It feels like you have realized the plethora of support that you have. And I think at times maybe you felt a little overwhelmed with it, but it's something that you didn't realize until this last year how much support you actually had. So this is the universe saying yes. Yes, what you are feeling is accurate. So let me know, Miss Stephanie. Miss Stephanie. All right, shuffling for Prachetta. Let's see what Miss Carla has. I'm going through a difficult time, and I feel like I spoke my mind and got consequences for it. It's turbulent, but also calming in a way. This week I'm working on taking care of myself. Perfect, perfect. You are very welcome, Miss Carla. Yeah, sometimes the consequences, it's interesting because initially the consequences, it sounds like it's, negative, and consequences isn't negative, it's just what do we put, what emotion do we attach to the word consequence? And it very well may seem like, okay, yeah, I'm paying for it now, but then you can see a little bit further down the road, or a little bit further down the road you look back and it's like, oh, it was a good thing. So, calling on more angels to be with you, Miss Carla. Abundance of love and care from my family and friends from above and here on earth. Absolutely, that is it. That is it in a nutshell. All right, shuffling for Prachetta. Prachetta! Hey, Miss Ruth and I are going to be on, my book is over there. Let me see if I can, I think it's January 9th. No, 12th, January 12th. That Monday we're on. Yep. Oh, right back at you, Miss Carla. All right, Miss Prachetta, there it is. There it is, there it is. Oh, the turkey, I have all I need. Let me see, I don't know that I've ever looked up turkey. Well, maybe I have. I think turkey, it's with Thanksgiving, but let me see if there's anything else other than turkey, turkey, turkey. Blessings, I'm looking up in animal speak. Okay, blessings. Blessings and abundance are present. Your efforts will soon be rewarded. Rewards will be proportionate to your efforts. Don't you just love it? It's like, don't do things so you'll get a reward, but do things because you want to do things. So it's like, because I think if you're doing something out of guilt or out of, I gotta do it, I feel like I have to, then it's like, yeah, think about the energy that you're putting into it. But, so this though feels like I feel like there's a sense of calm that is coming over you. It feels like you have come to the realization that you do have all you need. And this is the way that to think about it. Sometimes I used to now I haven't done this in a really long time, thankfully, But you get yourself in a panic over whatever. And then you stop, breathe, breathe. And you think about, I have all I need in this moment in time. And it's like, well, yes, that's an accurate statement. In this moment in time, I have all I need. And you can say that, I have all I need in this moment in time. Because maybe an hour from now, you might be in a panic again, and it's like, oh, wait, okay, I'm just going to stop and breathe. I have all I need in this moment in time, because in this moment in time, that is an accurate statement. And the more moments that you can string together and realize I have all I need, it does bring a sense of calm. So Prachetta, it does feel like there is a sense of, I feel like a sense of calm, but I feel like a sense of knowing, K-N-O-W, knowing that there's, that you are okay. You have all you need. And it has taken you a while to get here. So let me know, Miss Prachetta. Let me know. I want to say it's 3 p.m. Eastern time, because it's 1 o'clock for Ruth and I. Because now we're on the same time zone right now. We're both on Mountain. So I'm pretty sure it is 3 p.m. Eastern time on the 12th. Hi, Miss Marlene. So Prachetta, let me know. Yes, Miss Marlene, I will add you to the list. Okay, so shuffling for Miss Yolanda. Yolanda. Can you tell I like your name? I just love saying your name. Sorry. I know, I'm just so weird, aren't I? All right, Yolanda, here we go. Oh, I think I'm going to change. I'm going to change to that little guy. Mystical Magic. There it is, Miss Yolanda, Yolanda. Here we go, let's see. Be yourself. Ooh, yeah, what kind of plant? I should know these by heart, but I think I don't allow myself to do that. It's agave. It is agave, and I know it looks so thick and so sharp. It almost looks like some kind of a knife. And if you touch the edge, it doesn't feel the greatest. But agave. Agave, isn't that what they make tequila out of? I think so. So Yolanda, this feels like it's all about I want to say chakras, and yes, it is. I feel like there's the solar plexus with the yellow and the throat chakra with the blue. It feels like, okay, so it feels like you're standing up for yourself. It feels like this has been kind of a theme today. Standing up for yourself and speaking. You've gotten much more comfortable with speaking about who you are. And I have to tell you, so I have it's kind of a tree of life kind of thing that's on the wall over there. And somebody had given me, it's a beautiful, beautiful butterfly that's got a little magnet on it, and it's sitting up there. And it's got all of this color yellow with just a little bit of this blue on the tips of the bottom part of the butterfly wings. And it's like, it couldn't be more perfect with these colors. And to me, it is absolutely, those are the two colors that are the most prominent for you, Miss Yolanda. So it's about, you're standing up for yourself and you're speaking about who you are, about what is right for you, and it's about taking care of yourself. So it's like in the past you have not been able to do that. And now it feels like, don't take this the wrong way, but it feels like you have a backbone now. So something has shifted. Okay. So what has shifted is you have become much more confident in who you are. It's like you are feeling much more comfortable in your own skin. And that's why your solar plexus is all about, I'm standing up for myself and I'm able to speak myself. You know, it's kind of like, for me, if I know a topic well, I feel very comfortable, versus, it's a little gnat, versus if I am forgetting things, I don't want to BS my way through it. But you are feeling much more comfortable because you are much more comfortable in who you are. So let me know if that makes sense, Miss Yolanda. I know it kind of took ways to get there, but didn't grow. Really? I thought they just kind of grew. You know, it's kind of aloe vera. It's like a friend of mine, I honestly don't know how she's killed it 3 years in a row, and I think this year it actually lived it. It's like, you know, when I have this spot out, and it's in the back corner, and there's a spot that, it's probably about this big, maybe a little bit bigger. And it started out with these two, and these were aloe vera plants. I thought, oh, okay, yeah. Well, just ballooned. And I'd give her some, and it's like, and she doesn't live here full time, so it could be that it needed a little bit of water. But it's like, I think this year it actually survived. Oh, funny. All right, Miss Marlene, here we go. Miss Marlene. Here we go, here we go. That. Yep, that's it. That one came out quick. Miss Marlene, I gotta get a sip of water. Oh, and my aloe vera is flowering too. Yes, it is. All right, Marlene. Oh, little squirrel. And we got the blues that go with the aqua. Love this, yeah. I feel like the self-care has to do with your breath work, Miss Marlene. It feels like you've been holding your breath a little bit more than your body likes. Hey, I am one that does that. I think I'm a pro at it. But it feels like that's what it has to do with. It's like, so imagine if you're giving this little cutie, if you're giving him like a back rub, you're just petting him and just rubbing along his back, and it's almost like you need that little sense of, you do, pushing gently to let the air out of your lungs, because you are holding something. You're holding onto some breath that's from months ago. I don't know what it is, weeks ago, months ago. It's like, it's kind of like when you exhale as much as you possibly can, and then you exhale some more, and then, can I get rid of any more? It's like that, because there's something that's just like, it feels like it's just ready to let go. I feel like that's what the self-care has to do for you, Miss Marlene. Let me know. Let me know on that. Well, and you know what that tells me is you need to pay attention. You need to really pay attention. Oh, goodness gracious. So, and that was, thank you, Marty. Thank you, all of you, for being here. I have a favor for all of you. And some of you, I'm sure, know somebody that is, has an illness or is going through some tough times. And we're just like all of us, all of our angels, and calling in more angels to support those people, to support them, to support the loved ones that are supporting them, and all the caretakers. I know two people very close that are very close to me that are going through some very large health challenges. So, and to make if their healing is to transition, to help them do that smoothly and in love. So thank you. Thank you, all of you. Well, I will be back on Thursday this week just to hang out, see who's around, and then I'll be back next Sunday. So thank you, everyone, for joining in the fun today, and I will see you next time.